Welcome to my channel, Bring Peace into Your Life. I think one thing that brings me joy in my life is making memories with my children and putting things in place that we have little traditions and things that we do together. And it's something that I've always thought about, even when they were wee. They still are wee, they're not big men yet, they're 7 and 10, but even when they were wee and they were babies, I thought there's things that I want to do with them that maybe my parents did with me, or things that I wanted to make a nice tradition and stuff to look forward to so that we could do things together. And one of the things that I really love is like bonfire night and Halloween and making memories around that. So for bonfire night, when I had my oldest, I used to get chip shop chips, and I got some sparklers for him, and I got some carrots so that we could put the sparkler in the carrot so that he could hold the carrot and not hurt himself. And since I've had my youngest, we've kind of built on that tradition. So we always get chip shop chips. We get sparklers, and what we've started to do recently was we get a fire brick and we toast our marshmallows on the fire brick, and we get big skewers and big marshmallows, and it's been absolutely wonderful. And after visiting my brother in Canada this year, we decided to do s'mores as well, so to add s'mores to our tradition. So we always look forward to bonfire night, and we always make sure that we do something together. So this year we went to my mum's and we had chip shop chips, and we added hot chocolate to our tradition, and we toasted our marshmallows and had our hot chocolate and made s'mores, and we sat out in our back garden with blankets and big jackets on and just watched the fireworks and had a really good time. And there's something about just having something like that to look forward to, especially with your kids. And my hope is that they will take on that tradition, and that when I have grandkids one day, that I'll be doing that. They'll be coming to Nanny's house, they'll be coming to my house to do these traditions. And I think it's really important to have little things in life that you can look forward to. I think it's important to look back on these events and be able to share them and have a laugh about it and say, remember when we did this, and remember when we went to Nanny's, and when we had toasted our marshmallows and made our s'mores. And it makes life a little bit more magical. It does, it makes life a little bit more magical, and I think that's the point. I think life can be a trudge sometimes. We can get into the humdrum of kind of daily life and planning stuff and working and getting the kids ready for bed and cooking and housework and all that stuff. And I think obviously that stuff's really important, and that's what keeps life going. But actually, it's really important to have fun, to laugh, to enjoy things, to have things to look forward to in the diary. And I think that's really, really important. Not just for me, but for the kids as well. And I think family wise, it's really good as well. It's good to have things that you're going to do together and events that you're going to have. And it's something that I feel is really important. And I think it brings happiness. It brings happiness to me. It brings joy to me when I'm talking to the kids about what we're going to do and what's planned. And we're really looking forward to Christmas as well. We absolutely love Christmas. So what we do is we decorate the tree together. I let the boys decorate the tree. I'm just like, I'm not I'm not going to I'm not going to control the tree. I just let them decorate the tree. And to be honest, I think it's wonderful because they put all the stuff that they want on the tree. They make it the way they want it. And they really help each other, and it's just lovely. And we have that tradition as well that the boys now decorate the tree because they're big enough. And we have lots of little traditions at Christmas. So we go and see Santa. I think this is going to be my oldest last year this year, but he said he'll go. So we go and see Santa, usually with one of our friends and their children. And we go and see Santa and have a lovely day and just really make sure we're enjoying ourselves. And we also have a tradition with my husband, and what we do is, because he works a lot, he drives a bus, so he's quite busy with work. So what we do is, on his day off, we plan and we go into the town and we go and see the Christmas markets. We walk about and see all the lights, and we usually go for something to eat. We get some really nice pictures, especially Glasgow's lovely when it's lit up for Christmas, so Buchanan Street's lovely. We walk up and down Buchanan Street with all the lights on, go into Princess Square. They have a massive Christmas tree in there, and we normally go in there and get some pictures, and then we'll get some pictures in George Square. And it's lovely to do that, and it's lovely when you see on your memories on your phone or on Facebook and stuff, the pictures from years ago, and just how big your kids are getting and how fast it's going. And it's so lovely to just make those memories with them. And we always do that at Christmas. We always make sure we spend time with my husband, because he does work really hard, and we don't get a lot of time together during the week. We get some time in the evening, which is fine, but in the sense of doing stuff together and having those memories and making those memories, things like Christmas is really important, because we manage to have some time together and do all of that. And we also have a kind of tradition of New Year's Day. We normally go out to like a buffet. We normally go out somewhere for lunch or for dinner. Christmas Day we always go to my mum's and we have dinner at hers. And Boxing Day, she comes to me and we just have loads of party food and watch films and just chill out. And that's a bit of a tradition as well. And now obviously kind of New Year, since we lost my dad, we used to go to my mum and dad's for New Year. And when my mum was kind of like had got our house and stuff, and we were thinking about it, and I said to her, I says, why don't we go out? Why don't we make a new tradition that we go out on New Year's Day? We go to like a buffet or somewhere. It means that we don't have to cook, we don't have to do the dishes, and we can just have a really nice meal and have a really nice time. So that's what we started to do. And it's we've had old traditions, but we're now making new traditions and new memories with the family and with the boys and stuff. And it's just really important. For me, it's really important. And I think if you are struggling in life and you are finding life a trudge and finding that it's quite difficult to kind of manage things, I think it's really important to have traditions. I think it's important to build things around your family, around your kids. If you're by yourself, I think it's important as well. It's important to make sure you're surrounded by people that you choose, and that you want to be in your circle. And I think for me, it's really important to put all those things in place. And as I say, it helps me. It helps me in life. I love Christmas. I love being able to go and see Santa with the kids. And obviously they will get to a point where they're too big. So for me, I just enjoy it as much as I can, and I'm going to enjoy it for as long as I can. And then in the future, hopefully, I'll have some grandbabies and I can do those traditions with them. And it's something that's really important. Life is short. I think we all know that to some extent, but especially after losing my dad, I realised that life is really short, and that actually we don't know what's going to happen in life, and we can't predict our future. We can plan for our future, but we can't predict it. And sometimes things happen, and sometimes people are taken from us, and actually we need to make the most of life. We need to make the most of the time that we have, and we need to make the most of the time that we have with each other. And I think it's really important for me and my kids to make those memories. And what I would say is, if you are struggling in life, if you have lost someone, if you are finding things difficult or finding things really stressful, I think it's important to build your own rituals. So building your own rituals around life, your own memories, your own traditions. And it's about what works for you and what works for your family, and what works for some people will not work for everybody. But I think it's important to value life and really value the time that we have with people, and also value our own time. Sometimes it's about making a ritual of being more mindful in life. It's about putting rituals in place so that you can bring some peace into your life, and to preserve your peace as well. I've been looking at some some topics that I can bring. So in the next couple of videos, that's what I'll be looking at, is kind of bringing peace into your life and also preserving your peace and looking at what that means for you individually. So hopefully I'll get those videos set up soon and get them published. But I hope everybody that looks at my channel and that watches my videos as well, if you do like what I'm putting out, please do like my videos and subscribe to the channel if you feel comfortable to do so. So take care everyone, and I'll speak to you in the next video.